Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about some of the latest news regarding the new Disney Channel or Disney movie, Peter Pan movie, the reboot. Anyway, before I get into it, please subscribe to this channel. Ring that bell icon down below to be notified when I post new videos. Also be sure to hit the thumbs up button if you like this video, and please share with your friends. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this. So one of the things I've been looking up or seeing all over Twitter, just everywhere, not just Twitter, but I'm bounding into comics and a few other news sites that I follow. And it's just kind of funny, but I'm going to show the trailer. 1 second.
Tell me, how did you come to Neverland?
Were you expecting someone else?
What you say, boys? You ready for an adventure?
I noticed that they've definitely filmed in the same location, it looks like, as the sequel trilogy of Star Wars. And also, it definitely has some interesting casting choices.
It looks very far away.
It's closer than you think.
Mostly because of the fact that, well, it just seems a little funny that they have all these characters the way they are, and they actually kept the Native Americans as they are. Granted, that's a part of the story. I actually enjoy it.
Hold the past in your heart, but where you go from here, it's up to you.
Wendy, Moira, Angela, darling. Where is Peter Pan?
That it's another race-swapped character, and I don't like that either. But only for the fact that it's clear that they didn't have to do it. It is intentionally a race swapping. It's not because of the person is best for the role. Because I've seen her in other roles. She doesn't have the feel or the look of Tinkerbell. And then Peter Pan, I mean, it could work well. I don't know. It's kind of, it's here or there at this point. I don't really know when it comes to this. I have to see the movie, and I'm probably not going to watch it. So it's up to you if you want to watch it. I'm not going to watch it. But the Peter Pan movie does have obvious, it does have obvious appeal to many people for the simple fact that it's Peter Pan. Always entertaining, but I think the biggest problem is with all the constant reboots of Disney doing all these live action reboots of their animation, when the only live action animation reboot I actually want to see are these. Treasure Planet, Atlantis. These are the only ones that I want to see. It's like what every person looks for is that Atlantis movie, and that in live action with anyone. I mean, those are the only two I think anyone wants to see in live action. The only ones that actually have a story that could be revamped, or just simply not revamped, but picked up and translated into live action. And the reality is, maybe there's some who don't believe that's possible for the simple fact that every time they do a reboot, they always change things in a way that's not for the better. In fact, it's very divisive and very much falls flat. Like, I bet if they brought in Audrey, the tomboy character who is a mechanic, immediately they make her gay. And obviously people are not going to like that, because she very clearly has an attraction toward some of the characters, and her behavior doesn't seem like she's gay. She just seems like a tomboy. And I think the erasure of tomboys is becoming legitimately annoying, because as someone raised by a tomboy mother and then having a tomboy sister, other issues with this Peter Pan movie is that obviously the Lost Boys. Why bring in girls as Lost Boys when there are a ridiculous amount of female characters that could be in there? They could show more female Native American characters. I mean, that'd be kind of fun. Show more fairies. They could show more of the, Tinkerbell's people. that'd be fun to watch. Whole other, like, extend the length of the movie, make it more entertaining, more in depth. Add the fairies, the ones from the Tinkerbell movies. I mean, you have all these. Heck, a live action version of the Tinkerbell movie would be fun. Mainly because they weren't all that successful. They were kind of subpar. They were not the premier Disney movies. They're entertaining and good to be adapted, but if you constantly adapt popular storylines that are already told and told well, what's the point? The purpose of reboots, I've always assumed, personally I always thought reboots were solely made to adapt former IPs that were not the best and improve upon them. Fix the little issues that the fans complained about, not the studio, but the fans complained about. Fix those issues and adapt it into live action. That's the whole purpose of a reboot live action storyline. But I don't think they're going that direction, and it's kind of weird. And with this, it just looks like they're trying to copycat the original movies, but race swap for a modern audience. And the modern audience still prefers the animation, so why? It seems very off. It doesn't really make sense. So personally, I don't think they need to really make this movie, but I think that it could have potential if they tell a good story, if they fix little issues with the original. But there are very, very few issues, and honestly, there could be kids who end up enjoying this whole movie. And if it's a Disney Plus only movie, or a movie that's simply going to be, like I said, on Disney Plus and not just in theaters, I think it could do well if they intended it for Disney Plus. Anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about in this video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like this video if you liked it. Anyway, thank you for watching. This has been Create TV. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, and God bless.